So when we move it here, this is what you have to do. Of course, it's going to go 1. Let's stop right there. It's going to have 8 movement, right? Because it already has 9. It has the sight of this hero. However, notice the other heroes. Let me show you what I designed for this. So it's kind of like the monster's AI. Each hero has a class. Class 1, Class 2, Class 3. Class 1 heroes, and you can see it right here. Class 1 heroes, that's like your barbarian and knight. Class 2 is your archer and rogue. Class 3 is your cleric and your wizard. See right here? When I guess you could say, programmed these monsters, I programmed them to go after the hero they could do the most damage to. You're welcome. So we look simply here. This monster is telling you it's going to attack a class 3, which would be the wizard or the cleric. Next, if that's not in its target range, it's going to go after a class 1, C1, the knight or the barbarian, followed by the rogue or the archer for class 2. So, see right here? Let's consult this. Class 3. We have a class 3 right here. Right is our wizard. Class 3. Now I know what you're thinking. What happens if there's 2 class 3s? It'll go after the hero with the less health. This will be in the rule book, of course. Say they both have the same health. You take a d6, assign 1 to 3 to one hero, 4 to 5 to 6 on the other, roll. That monster is going to attack that. You never have to think for these monsters. I've done all this for you. So it's going to move here. So it had 8 movement left, right? So it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's going to attack Zeke. Hopefully this is all making sense. It's fairly easy once you get this thing down. So how many did it move? It moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It still has 4 movement left. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do this as a reminder that this spider dweller has 4 left. Let's get its monster card. Now look at webbed. Before any warfare roll is made, each hero must test evade 11 to dodge the web attack. On a fail, place a web token on this hero's card. A hero must spend 1 action to test strength 12 to break free. When webbed, a hero may only defend and cannot use special abilities. This is important to do this because of what's going to happen. So right there it's going to tell us we're going to have to, that Zeke, that this shadow dweller is going to try to web our hero. He has to test evade 11 to see if he can dodge this. Okay, so let's do that. Hopefully you're following all this, and I'm having a good time here. I'm dying to get to combat. Okay, so we have to test evade 11. We remember before he has an evade of 2. So we're going to get to add evade, of course, to this roll. So we need to roll a 9 or better. So Zeke has to dodge this web attack. And he definitely does. He totally shoots out of the way with a 16, 18. That's no problem at all. So this monster is going to attack Zeke, correct? Okay, now let me teach you a little bit about combat here. Whoops. Okay, we're going to move this over here so I can show you this. Move this out of the way. We'll put this here. Notice that this monster here, and again, we're going to be a lot quicker, but I want to teach you this, for all the next turns that are coming up. This monster is versed in mythical, ranged warfare, and physical warfare. So we're going to take the arcane, arcane, what am I talking about? Mythical, let me show you. See mythical up there at the top? We're going to take range right here, and then we are going to take physical. Okay, and it corresponds to that right here. Hopefully you can make that out. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to shuffle them, and there's 2 ways you can shuffle. Before I was showing people to do this, we can just do this. Notice they all say warfare on the back. So we're going to give them a good shuffle, and then we're going to put them here and reveal. Combat is always random. You always want, I put you up here. You always want you know, like what your hero is versed in to come up first, what they're proficient in to hopefully kill that monster. So let's reveal. This is actually good, and I'm going to tell you why. Mythicals first, followed by ranged and physical warfare. Okay, so when a monster attacks, remember this monster is attacking Zeke. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the battle tokens here. Okay, and let's take a look at Zeke's card. And I think I'm going to deviate just a little bit because I think this is important. When I designed Dungeon Crusade, I came up with 6 warfare types: physical, ranged, arcane, mythical, spiritual, and chaos warfare. You know, like, so picture in the land of Avalon, okay? Those are like fighting styles. You know, like in our world, we have street fighting and boxing and karate and taekwondo and judo. Okay, that's like our warfare types. In Avalon, there's these 6 different ones. Heroes are not superheroes in Dungeon Crusade. Heroes have strengths, heroes have weaknesses. Like Zeke, he's great at arcane, he's a wizard. He's pretty good with spiritual. He's terrible at physical warfare, and he's terrible at chaos warfare. And it makes sense, right? So the thing is, though, you could spec out your heroes while playing to accent those, to raise those stats up. I'm really big on customizing heroes, so you can do that. And real quickly, I know this is about Zeke, like our barbarian. Well, you know from playing these games, barbarians are terrible with arcane. Same thing here in Dungeon Crusade. However, our barbarian is very strong in chaos, very strong in physical. That's what I mean about true party building. And I really tackled this, so you know, when you play, you have to build parties to be successful. And I think of a lot of dungeon crawl games, that's kind of missing sometimes. I mean, I love all dungeon crawl games, but I wanted to address true party building. Okay? So anyway, back to this. I'm glad I got that out because I did want to say that for you. So we see that this is what's come up for this round of combat. We have, I think we're, you know what, I'm gonna put these here just for this demonstration because I think it'll really hit home for you. Now I'm gonna get his weapons. Okay, remember these? This is good. Remember when in the blacksmith shop at the beginning of the game we got this? This is going to be very beneficial. Because you can see from this monster card, let's take a look at this. Physical and ranged, Zeke is absolutely terrible in. He's absolutely terrible. So we're going to have to, when we roll the warfare dice, we're going to have to minus 3, and we're not going to be able to add anything. He's not proficient in that. However, notice he's pretty good with mythical, and the rusty dagger gives him a +2. We're already at a +3 when we rolled the purple dice, the mythical dice. So most definitely, we're going to attack. However, and I'm going to teach you about counterattack right now. It's very simple. When a monster attacks your hero, okay, you're going to have to put those on defend, because you know your hero's defending. However, at the start of the game, every hero has counterattack. You can spend 1 essence, and what it says is counterattack may be activated during the monster phase when a monster is about to attack an adjacent hero, that's what's happening. When activated, the hero may select 1 phase of combat to attack in instead of defending in. A hero can use counterattack at any level. Okay, so every hero is given this. Quite simply, remember what we just said about mythical warfare? We want to attack. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the attack. We're going to come over here and spend 1 essence, like counterattack says right here. Now we're going to be able to launch an attack. Hopefully that you see how that works. It's a very cool mechanic how a hero can, you know, attack back. I'm going to put everything back now. And, well, actually, no, let's do this. I want to show you. And you're going to see why defend is used in some cases like this. So hopefully, can you see all this? Notice there's an attack and defend side. Well, we just declared, we just used counterattack, right? We're going to attack in phase 1 with the rusty dagger. I'm going to declare that as my weapon I'm going to attack with. We're going to have to defend in these 2 phases. We're going to take the defend side, put them on Zeke, meaning he's defending against that. What my hope is, we're going to kill this thing because the Shadow Dweller only has 1 health. If we can land the hit in phase 1, we don't even have to deal with that. And that's what I'm glad this came up. This is why you want, the warfares that you're versed in to come up first. You have a good chance of killing that monster, and you won't be taking damage. Hopefully all this is sinking in. Okay, so let's get the dice tray ready. I'm going to put this back, but you know kind of what's going on now. He's going to be defending in 2 and 3. He's going to be attacking in phase 1 with the Rusty Dagger. See, mythical? Okay, and if we land a hit, we can score 1 damage, killing the Shadow Dweller. So we're going to put this back here. Okay, and hopefully you can see all this. And I want you to see the phase thing too. Okay, I'm going to grab the Warfare